Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Robin from Techomaniac, and today we are going to have a look at my first Android phone. It's called Huawei IDEOS, however you may pronounce it. I'm really excited. Without further ado, let's get to it. First of all, I got this phone from my local network, which is called Zong, and I know it's a funny name, and it's a subsidiary of China Mobile. So they are selling it locked to their network for a price of 10,850 rupees, and basically the price is 11,000. But if you already have a Zong SIM, they discount 150 rupees for you. So I got this for 10,850 rupees. So let's have a look at its box. I've already unboxed it, so there's no need to unbox it again, but I'll just show you how the box looks like. Looks very nice. The box is very sturdy and it looks like it's made of high quality materials. Already done the unboxing. There are some books, manuals in there which I don't think you would find interesting. Let's move on. So what basically do you get in the box? You get a normal micro USB cable there, a cheaper looking headset which although looks very cheap, but the sound quality was bearable enough. It can be used, but of course they are not good for listening to music, so you might want to use your regular 3.5 mm headphones. The third and the last thing that you get in the box is the charger, and it uses the same micro USB cable to charge up your phone, and of course you don't get any micro SD card with it. You have to buy it separately. So that's all that comes in the box. Let's have a physical overview of the phone. So let's have a look at the phone. There it is. My first impression of the phone when I was researching for it on the internet was that it looked very ugly, but when I held it in my hand, I realized it doesn't look as ugly as it looked in the photos. It's actually quite decent looking, in my opinion. I really think that they could have used this area instead of wasting it with such a large navigational pad. They could have used it for making the screen a bit bigger, or maybe could have done away with it altogether. So this looks a bit strange, but the handset overall is nice looking, except for one thing which I'll talk about later on. So there's the earphone. At the top you have your 5-way navigation button here, up, down, left and right, and a button for pushing in the center. You have your regular Android buttons, back, options, home and search, and a call and end key. On the top you get a 3.5 mm headphone jack and power button. On the back it's a different story altogether. The phone comes in very bright colors. This one is turquoise, and this is the only one available in Pakistan. Other colors are also very bright and gaudy looking. One is pink and other is, I think, yellow. So I really would have preferred it the back was made of soft matte touch plastic with maybe black or any kind of neutral color other than these brighter colors. I would have really preferred those neutral colors, but it's okay. It doesn't look too bad, although it looks a bit gaudy. Nevertheless, it's not that bad, and it's not a deal breaker for me, at least. Might be for some people. So moving on, you have your speaker grill here. Looks like a flash, but it is not, and a 3.2 megapixel camera. It has the Google branding with Google, and IDEOS at the back. On the bottom end you have your micro USB port and microphone. So that's the physical overview of the phone. Now let's turn it on and see how it performs. While it's turning on, we'll get over the specs. It's a quad band phone and has a weight of 102 grams. It feels very light in your hands, not that much heavy. Has a TFT capacitive touchscreen with 256K colors, and no 16 million colors there. Has a 2.8 inch screen. It has a accelerometer sensor for auto rotate, proximity sensor, and also supports swipe. It has 200 MB of internal storage, 256 MB of RAM, and 512 MB of ROM. It can take up to 32 gigs of micro SD card. Has GPRS, Edge, and surprisingly 3G as well. Also it has Wi-Fi 802.11 BGN, which is again surprising from a low-end handset like this. Has Bluetooth, has 3.2 megapixel camera, which supports geotagging, and of course when it supports geotagging, it has GPS in it as well. It has a 528 MHz processor and comes with pure Android Froyo 2.2 operating system. It has not been customized at all by Huawei, and you get the pure untouched version of Android, which I really admire. It's rated to have a talk time of 4 hours and has a battery of 1200 mAh. So those are the specs. Now let's get to the software tour.